welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the top moments from Donald Trump's nearly 3-hour appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast. Can you believe this actually happened? 3 hours! This is gonna be good. We're talking about a political and cultural figure who just commands attention, and man, he did not disappoint. Whether you love him or hate him, you gotta admit, the man knows how to hold court. Let's get started. So, right off the bat, Rogan pressed Trump about the current political landscape. The tension was palpable as the two heavyweights of media and politics squared off in a conversation that promised to be anything but ordinary. And Trump being Trump, he didn't hold back. He launched into his characteristic no-holds-barred style, addressing the issues head-on. He was riffing, man, just totally unloading on what he sees as the failures of the current administration. We're talking inflation, we're talking the border, we're talking foreign policy. He painted a picture of a country in crisis, with each point he made more emphatic than the last. Trump seemed fired up, like he had a lot to get off his chest. His energy was palpable, and you could see the fire in his eyes as he spoke. It was clear he had been waiting for an opportunity like this to voice his concerns. He even dropped a few of his signature "Make America Great Again" lines, which got the crowd going wild. The familiar slogans resonated with his supporters, who cheered and applauded with fervor. You could tell Rogan was trying to keep up, but Trump was on a roll. Rogan's expressions ranged from surprise to intrigue as he navigated the whirlwind of Trump's rhetoric. It was a dynamic exchange, with Rogan occasionally interjecting but mostly letting Trump take the lead. Now, this is where things got really interesting. Rogan, always the one to ask the tough questions, went straight for the jugular. Will you run in 2024? Now Trump, he played it coy, like a good politician. He talked about how he's considering all options and how the country needs him. But you could tell, the man is seriously thinking about another run. He even hinted at some potential running mates, which got everyone buzzing. We all know Trump has a love-hate relationship with the media, and this interview was no different. He went on some epic rants about fake news and the corrupt media. Rogan tried to play devil's advocate, pushing back on some of Trump's claims. But Trump wasn't having it. He doubled down, calling out specific news outlets and journalists by name. It was classic Trump, no filter, just raw, unadulterated opinions. This is a topic that's close to both Rogan and Trump's heart's censorship. In today's digital age, the control over what can and cannot be said online has become a hot-button issue. Both figures have been vocal about their concerns regarding the power wielded by social media giants. They both went deep on how social media companies are silencing conservative voices. Rogan and Trump discussed the implications of this censorship, not just for individuals, but for the broader landscape of political discourse. They argued that these platforms have too much control over the flow of information. Trump, of course, brought up his own ban from Twitter and Facebook, calling it a total assault on free speech. He emphasized how these bans have affected his ability to communicate with his supporters and share his viewpoints. Rogan chimed in with his own experiences, talking about how shadow banning and algorithm manipulation are real problems. He shared stories of guests and friends who have faced similar issues, highlighting the opaque nature of these practices. It was a fascinating conversation about the future of free speech in the digital age. They pondered the potential consequences if these trends continue unchecked and what it might mean for the next generation of internet users. The discussion underscored the need for transparency and accountability from social media companies. Towards the end of the interview, things got a little more introspective. The atmosphere in the room shifted as the conversation took a deeper turn. Rogan asked Trump about his legacy, what he's most proud of from his time in office. It was a moment that demanded reflection and honesty. Trump, surprisingly, got a little sentimental. He paused, gathering his thoughts before speaking. He talked about the accomplishments he's most proud of, like the economy. He highlighted the economic growth during his tenure, pointing to the stock market highs and job creation, and his work on foreign policy. Trump mentioned his efforts in negotiating peace deals and strengthening international relations. He even admitted to some regrets, which you don't hear every day. Trump reflected on the challenges and mistakes, acknowledging that not everything went as planned. As for the future, Trump seemed optimistic, talking about his business ventures. He shared his plans for expanding his real estate empire and launching new projects, and his continued involvement in politics. Trump hinted at future political ambitions, leaving the door open for another run for office. He emphasized his commitment to his supporters and his vision for America's future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates and insights. See you next time.